Hi Celestials, hi Instagram community, and happy Faeday channel transmission, Friday, February 28th, 2025. I'm streaming live on YouTube as well, and we are about to begin this guided meditation, this channel transmission. And as I recommended on YouTube, definitely have a beverage nearby, whether that be tea, water, or any other beverage of your choice. And as you begin to sink into your awareness of this timeline, of this enchanted Pisces Priestess portal period in which we are in, I'd like you to bring your attention back to your breath, breathing in through your nose, drawing that breath down deep into your belly before exhaling out through your mouth and creating a harmonious connection between your heart, your brain, and your gut. These three centers of energy are the central cores of our physical existence. And together in unison, they can work to achieve wondrous feats. And so we work to align them at this time through the breath, so that they may act as vessels, somewhat of spaceships, for us to travel along on our journey today. So drawing your breath in through your nose, calling it down deep into your belly, expanding, 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 before breathing out through your mouth, and allowing your eyes, if you feel called now, to drift to a close as you find yourself in a comfortable position, whether seated, lying down, on your side, standing up. The choice is yours. The correct answer is whichever feels most in alignment. As you draw your breath in through your nose, down into your belly and out through your mouth, closing your two physical eyes and opening your first eye, some call your third eye, so that you may enter into and through your inner realms, your mind palace, your astral Akashic self, and your imagination all reside here in this space between the brows. And as you expand into your awareness of the space within you, you allow the colors of these inner realms to be painted in vibrant hues of golds and silvers, whites and blacks, bright blues, and hot pinks, lush greens, and turquoise waters begin to populate the inner realms within you. And soon you can begin to feel the sensation of your feet planted firmly on the grass. On the solid ground, held tightly by the moist and supple soil of the earth, of the planet. And in the distance, rolling hills as far as the eye can see. Opening you up to this world within, in which all is possible. In which all may take place, and in which all has the possibility to become one. As you relax into this feeling, this sensation of oneness, of peace and prosperity that reverberates so resonantly from within at this time, you begin to envision two mystical, supernatural beings, not too far off, ahead of you, in front of you, to the side of you. And as you begin to dial in to the features on their faces, to the energy, the connection shared between them, you recognize somewhat of a familial bond. You can sense perhaps these two individuals may be brother or sister, father and daughter, or friend, foe, family, these connections between these two beings, however potent it may feel, is a connection that goes beyond any physical, earthly, blood, family ties. The connection between these two beings identifying themselves as Dion kicked in our mid, is one that is forged in the furnace of the stars. This father and his daughter, seen, sensed as one, are in truth counterparts of one another. The healers of their age, of the Tuatha Dé Danann, ancestors and high kings. These beings, the Angelic and Armed, beckon to your soul, your spirit, your light, your being. And they welcome you into their well of healing. Centered in this sacred grove amongst the trees and the leaves and the breeze. Lies this vessel, this embodiment of sanctity, of purity, of cleansing and of clearing. And standing alone amongst the trees, accompanied by these members of the Tuatha Dé Danann, the well itself seems to welcome you to this space. Somehow, some way, you can sense this rushing of water that pulses deep, deep, deep beneath and below this ancient wellspring. And as you are drawn nearer and nearer and nearer still to the sacred space, you begin to take notice of Armed sorting through what seems to be a pouch. And in this pouch, lay bushels, bunches of herbs, flowers, medicines of the earth. And one by one, petal by petal, Armed begins to reach out from her pouch and pull forth roses and rosemary peppermint leaves, and a willow tree bark. And to this ancient wellspring, she deposits these sacred herbs. Chanting as she does so, Dayamoya Shiti Itri 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 Itari Shamaya Sakalai Shatoya Sri Itri Itri Itri. Armid begins to dance and move, sing, flow around and betwixt and between this wellspring. And you can sense within you your own vibrational energy begin to shift. Expanding, 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 elevating to heights yet before unseen. And it is as if somehow in this space, in this place, all is one. And each part of the one works alongside and in conjunction with one another. Settling into this feeling, this sensation with your breath. Deepening in through your nose, down into your belly, and out through your mouth. You feel the wholeness enrapturing you, encircling you, and suddenly you too become one with the space, indistinguishable from the well, the waters, the woman, and the man, which both stand in front of you now. And as you, Armid and Diankek, reach out for each other, you suddenly grab a hold. On your right is Diankek, on your left, Armid. And all three of you all together clasp hands and dance the Windershins round and round and round this ancient wellspring. And before you know it, a familiar call is being emitted, poured out from you. And you may not know yet exactly where this song, these words, this rhythm may have originated from. But you do know, and you can trust now in the feeling and the sensation which ripples throughout your being, your body, your bodies at this time. Know that it is meant to be as you are meant to be, because you are here at this time, showing up for yourself, creating space, actualizing reality, dreams, manifestation. And as if you are in perfect harmony with yourself and each and every living thing around you. You hear the ring of a bell. And unsure, maybe entirely aware, it's still somehow indistinguishable from the space in which you're held. This sound begins to emit and radiate as if coming from within, before expelling from without. If you have that beverage now, I recommend taking a sip. And envisioning these waters as one, this wellspring of healing and of life. And the waters, the liquids in which you intake at this moment. All is one, both are the same, forever and always together. And suddenly, seemingly as if it was years, months, weeks past, you awaken to the knowing that you are home. And this profound peace which resonates throughout your body and your being sends waves and ripples from within you. Harmonizing with the planets, the spheres, the stars, the sky, and the waters within and all around you. And you become increasingly aware of the twinkling light bodies that are dancing overhead, moving in conjunction, in alignment, in opposition to each other. And these relationships, these contrasts, bring nuance and add depth to the fullness of your experience. And it is through the high vibrational resonance of your profound peace at this point in time that allows you to come into direct alignment with the Druids of the fairy realm. This enchanted space and place in which the two before you hail from, are intimately connected to. And the Druids who serve them and guard them and guide them. These Druids, they hear your call. And an entire order, a Druidic order of human priesthood and priestesshood is being called to you now. Awakened by the activation of your remembrance, by the alignment of you and yourself in this space in which you find yourself at this time, in which you find yourselves at this time. And these Druids, these fairy priests, have their ways and their wills about them. And through their ancient knowledge, never written, yet forever forged in stone and in trees and in earth and in stone, crystal, metal, rock, gems. This knowledge, this awareness deep, intimate knowing in which the Druids possess over the fairy realm is being imparted upon you now. Enhancing your perception of the space in which you're presently held. Adding magic and enchantment and whimsy all around you. It is your decision whether you will let them in, receive their blessings, or shut them out. And remain in a present, past, previous, or parallel lifetime that is no longer in alignment with the ways in which the world is moving. As we open ourselves back up to the powers of magic. So as this deep, ancient, ancestral knowledge starts to pour into you, through the light particles dancing around you, within you, above you, between you, betwixt you. You soon begin to realize and recognize that the stars that are twinkling high above you now are made clearer than they may have yet ever been. This cosmic clarity is provided to each and every one of us as a result of this Pisces Priestess New Moon. And through your awareness of this druidic knowledge being assimilated into your patterns of belief, you begin to notice, to recognize, and to realize that this Pisces Priestess New Moon portal period has opened the door to the other world. Washing away any delusions and detachments that have kept you from reclaiming your ancient powers, your magic. And these druids, in all their light, in all their awareness, their conscious awareness, stand up right now, steadfast and strong-willed, informing you that we have just arrived through the portal and into Fairy. And starting to take on, integrate with, and embody the perspective of these priests and this priestesshood of the fairy realm. You start to understand that reality has shifted at this time and in this space. And you are no longer where you once were when we began this journey. But you are instead on the other side. Standing on the banks of a spring. A spring of life. And this spring of life Tipras line Tipras line Tipras line. You hear yourself calling out. And just as you do, the waters before you begin to ripple and wave, side by side, up and down, ebbing and flowing in perfect harmony to the beat and the rhythm of the world around you. And soon enough, you see a brilliant, almost plasma-like white swan glides across the spring and beckons you forth. In the moment that your toes touch this water, this spring of life, you yourself, your body, your being begins to transform into the body of a swan. multiple rays of color. The choice is yours. But the body, the vessel, the being has been selected for you, provided for you. Chosen in conjunction and in alignment with your highest, most present selves. And it is only once you are in this form, on this water body, moving and gliding in the direction of the current, that you're able to recognize just exactly who it is that is guiding you, that has guided you into the waters in which you find yourself now. As knowing permeates throughout your body and your being, the name finally reveals itself to you. Angaso Godai Shukadai Mayasatakai Shukadai. Angaso Godai Shukadai. Angaso the God of love, the Tuatha Dé Danann, representing the connection between all, between one another, with each other, and between oneself, with oneself's. And together as you and Angasog go forth, gently gliding, sliding along this stream, this spring of life. That familiar sense of peace washes over you in waves. As you begin to feel yourself integrating with the space around you. Feeling these healing waters flowing up within you, stirring all about you, washing, cleansing, clearing away all those parts and aspects of you in which you no longer wish to carry forth with you moving forward. Allow yourself now in this swan-like form to dip your head under the waters. Rise. Rise up. Back into the sky. Extending your wings, almost as if taking flight. But it's not long before you notice that a link connects you. Not just a shared relation or kinship ties, but a true metal chain link. Physically attaches you to the grounded figure of Angelic in his own swan-like form, who's continuing on in peace and harmony, gliding, sliding, flowing along the spring. As you're called back down from the high skies above into the embrace of this watery space. You soon begin to remember the trees and the breeze, the leaves which surround you now. A familiar scent begins to waft through the air around you, enveloping you in its sweet dance as it plays fast and slow, hot and cold, up and down and all around. Merging, melting, fusing with the atmosphere itself. And as you begin to form a deep appreciation for the space in which you are held now, for the guides that have gotten you to this point, carried, held, enveloped by this feeling of connection, togetherness, oneness, peace, presence, harmony, love. You recognize that it is in part due to the effect of this divine being radiating in waves, just a few feet, meters, inches away. And by swimming, gliding, moving along in this shared space, this chain-linked connection, you notice that it is not only Angelic provides for you, but you in this moment and in any moment have the power the ability to provide for him and for them. The entire age of Faeday, a fairy, a fae. And it is your belief in them it is your ability to believe in them that makes them real. And as this awareness begins to cement itself within your reality, you find yourselves back now at the central well of healing. And as we take one flap of our wings, flying forth towards this well, we arrive at its central base. Before transforming back into our beings. No longer swan-like at this time, unless that is who you see yourself to be when you look inside. We are now back in our etheric forms at the base of this well. Clasping hands, with Ahmed and Angelic, dancing, laughing, chanting around this well. But no longer are you three alone. For now, there is Angesong and an entire Druidic order of human priesthood and priestesshood who dance around you in droves, swaying, moving, dancing to the harmonious beats and melodies found within and without. You suddenly come to the realization now, at this time, back in this space, that you and these shining ones, beings of light, have been opening up this Pisces Priestess portal for all who may decide to enter at this time, or any moving forward or going backwards in time. In this awareness of your purpose in this place, you finally see it fit to find your way into the pool at the bottom of this well. And while it is somewhat dark and dim and cavernous and cave-like within, there is still this strong call, this magnetic pull that draws you closer and closer and closer into its depths. And it is not only just you or yourselves that can hear this call now, but it is each of these druids. It is all of humanity that is feeling, sensing, hearing this call to enter, this call to action, this call to remember and reclaim that which we have once lost, that which we must release in order to remember. Let go of the distortions now, the delusions. Release those. Let them go, put them down, so that you may enter into this wellspring free, fluid, and lightweight. So that any potential density, baggage, build up may be returned back to its sources, because it is no longer your burden to carry. And as you step and stand into this awareness, you begin to see steps themselves rising up to the entrance of this well. And one by one, each of the priests, of the druids of fairy, begin to jump, hop, skip up the steps and into the waters of the well. Head first, feet first. Any way they can, and feel called to enter. And not before long, it is you and your turn to enter into these waters and become initiated as a priestess, as a prophet of the mysteries of this planet. Do you heed the call? Do you accept the invitation? If yes, ascend. Rise up these steps one by one, two at a time. It's as you wish, and jump head first, feet first, starfish, into the waters. For the moment that you do, you become activated as an oracle. And the Pisces Priestess New Moon, which lies directly above, overhead of this wellspring of life, of healing, exchanges this cosmic, celestial substance with the space in which you find yourself within. And this etheric dance, this exchange of light, is what allows you to soar, to fly, somewhat suspended in this space. You're no longer falling, you are flying. And you feel yourself raising up now, higher and higher from the depths of this well. And with each inch higher and higher, further and further up towards the sky, and this Pisces Priestess New Moon, you can feel the release taking hold now, the weightlessness centering itself in your being. The work that you have done here is reverberating across lifetimes and timelines, realities, dimensions, dominions, domains. And it is clearing and cleansing, healing any wounds, especially around the othering of your abilities, of your witchiness, of your wizardry, your magic, your practice, your knowledge. And any lifetimes, timelines, realities, dimensions, dominions, domains in which you may have once been burned, hung, beheaded. They are all receiving this exchange of love, of light, and of life, straight from the source of healing, cleansing and clearing, so that they may feel whole once again, knowing, trusting, believing that their wounds will not be wounds, burns, scars forever. For they know that you are here now to reclaim them and reincorporate them, bring them back into wholeness, into oneness. By releasing any distortions and illusions that ever kept you separate from one another. And as you rise into this awareness, expanding, moving out from the darkness of this cavernous wellspring, core, you can sense your frequency rising, and the potency of this activation elevating you, expanding you to such great heights, from such great depths. That the Archangel Uriel has been called forth now, down from the celestial realms, to bestow a heavenly blessing of light, wisdom, knowledge, trust, belief, and beingness into you at this time. And you find that you're no longer held within any darkness, any negativity, any pain, any shame, any doubt, any guilt, any fear. But you are free. You are free. And whether it is your wings or the wings of this archangel, you can feel yourself flying high, higher and higher now, returning to the body in which you are held. Envisioning two great columns, pillars of light, orchestrated and architected by Uriel himself. As heavenly and celestial stargates, that as you enter into and through, fluttering and flying past the moon, you find yourself returning back into your body, your physical body, up through your toes, your two physical toes, big toes, down to your pinky toes, raising up through your ankles, your shins and your calves, pulsating through your knees, rippling up your thighs, finding balance in your hips, extending up and out through the solar plexus, beyond the sacral, into the heart, through the rib cage, diaphragm, with each inhalation, exhalation. Flowing throughout your arms, past your elbows, into the palms of your hands and your fingertips. Moving up past your collarbones and your shoulder blades, through your throat and your neck. Up your jawline, over your cheekbones, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Open your eyes. Fluttering out through your crown. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And thank you so much for going on this journey with me today. From Faeday, Venus Day, February 28th, 2025, to Saturn's Day, March 1st, 2025 at 54 minutes Eastern Standard Time, past the hour of midnight. Take some time now to reintegrate, rehydrate. Stretch if you need. Journal, listen to music. And just remember, reflect, introspect, and reclaim. That is the intention for this powerful Pisces Priestess portal period. And I wish each and every one of you a great evening, day, night, month. And I hope you end this February 23rd, 2025 planetary period with so much love, joy, happiness, and peace. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will speak with you soon. I plan to have my next publication out on Moon Day. It will be March 3rd, 2025 at 11:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, published on Substack, Cellestiallographer.substack.com, where you will also find the recording of this Faeday channel transmission, February 28th, 2025. And then I'll also see you, or you'll hear from me next, on Wings and Witches Wednesday, which will be on March 5th, 2025, before I come back for another Faeday channel transmission on Faeday Venus Day Friday, March 7th, 2025. And that will be a written publication, also released on Substack, as I believe I'll do these guided meditation video transmissions about once a month. So I'm on a really great 28-day moon cycle right now with this current Faeday channel transmission, February 28th, 2025, as the new moon was just last night, and by March 28th, 2025, again another Faeday, Friday, Venus Day, there will be another new moon, and this one will be in Aries. So very exciting. I'm looking forward to tapping into the magic of the new lunar year, the new lunar cycle. And I wish you all a beautiful, 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 beautiful day, life, time, reality, night, twilight. And I'll speak with you soon. Mwah.